Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Respected friends, welcome you all. Thank you for this delight given every day of spending some time in the study of Upanishads. It is your everyday coming is what giving that inspiration, giving that strength to study. Shwethashwathara Upanishad, we are studying fifth chapter out of six chapters. In the fifth one, the topic under discussion is after studying for good number of shlokas, the Tat Pada, the Brahma Swarupa. Now the Tvam Pada explained the Jiva Swarupa, what goes in the making of the Jiva, what constitutes the Jiva Swarupa or Jiva Bhava. In knowing it itself, we'll also know this is how we are bound, and that itself indicates to us, therefore, what is the mukti and what is the sopana sadhana for the mukti. Beautiful shlokas in the seventh. 8 pointers or thoughts were given to understand about Jiva. In the next eighth mantra also, the seven thoughts are given in that way. In the next sloka also one or two, and thereafter how the Jiva by his own karma jumps from one to the other, Sharira Adi, that also is told. Now, these are all very intricate subjective informations, subjective knowledges to be scrutinized and understood subjectively within us. Let us see how best we can tune to these teachings of our rishis. Yes, friends, before that, as every day, our Vedic chanting, and from today for a few days, uh, along with the common sense thought, shortening it for a few days, just on experimental basis. Every day, one prarthana shloka of any of the Veda mantras or the Devata Rupas we take up, we chant it, we explain the meaning precisely, then we'll just chant it for few times to invoke that grace. And then we enter into our Sankalpa Prarthana, Upanishad Mantrocharana, Upanishad Adhyayana. Let us see how it works. All in all, our purpose is to spend this 1 hour in tuning ourselves to the divine, to the truth. Let us be very clear about this goal. Now, let's start. And all this we are doing it to invoke the Parabrahma, Ishvara, Jagannatha, Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana, Anugraha, and also to intensify our Vyaktitwas of Lokasevaka, Dharmasthavaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Gambhira, Adi. So that our outer life as well as the inner life becomes more and more refined, beautified, such a way that our presence is good for the world also. In the world, we are also safe, secured. Within us also, there is no regret or guilt. Rather, there is completeness or fulfillment that we are doing what we are supposed to do. And all those Vyaktitwas in turn finally help us for our Adhyatmika Unnati. In the Vedic chanting, yesterday we started. mm, What is the topic? Krishna Vasudeva. It was uh, Pancharudram Saswaraha. Please take it out in that point 6.074. Shashtamandale. From that, let us spend 5 to 6 minutes in chanting. ॐ अथ वेदपारायणं ऋग्वेदः अथ षष्ठमण्डले चतुस्सप्ततितमं सूक्तं ऋषिः भरद्वाजः बार्हस्पत्यः देवता सोमा रुद्रौ छन्दः त्रिष्टुभो निःसृत्रिष्टुभो स्वरः दैवतः ॐ सोमारुद्राधारयेथामसूर्यं प्रवामिष्टयोरमश्नुवन्तो दमे दमे सप्तरत्नादधानाशं नो भूतं द्विपदेशं चतुष्पदे सोमारुद्रा विबृहतं विशोचीममीवायानो गयमाविवेश आरे बादेथां निवृत्तिं पराचैरयस्मे चैरस्मे भद्रासौ श्रवसानि सन्तो सोमा रुद्रा युवमेतान्यस्मे विश्वा तनूषु भेषजानि धत्तम् अवस्यतं मुञ्चतं यन्नो अस्ति तनूषु बद्धं घृतमेनो अस्मत् तिग्मायुधौ तिग्महेति सुषेवौ सोमा रुद्रा विहसुं मृडतं नः प्रणो मुञ्चतं वरुणस्य पाशात् गोपायतं नः सुमनस्य माना सप्तममण्डले षट्चत्वारिंशं सूक्तं ऋषिः वसिष्ठः देवता रुद्रः छन्दः विराट् जगति निःसृत्तिष्टुपो निःसृत् जगति सुराट् पङ्क्तिः स्वरः निषदः दैवतः पञ्चमः इमा रुद्राय स्थिरधन्वने गिरः क्षिप्रेशवे देवाय स्वधाव्ने अषाढाय सहमानाय वेदसे दिग्मायुधाय भरता शृणोतु नः स हि क्षयेण क्षम्यस्य जन्मनः साम्राज्येन दिव्यस्य चेतति अवन्नवन्तिरुपनो दुरश्चरानमीवो रुद्र जासुनो भवा या ते दिद्युदवसृष्टा दिवस्परिक्ष्मया चरति परिसा वृणक्तु नः सहस्रं ते स्वपिवात भेषजा मानस्तोकेषु तनयेषु रीरिषः मानो वधिरुद्रमा परा दामे ते दामाते भूम प्रसितौ हीडितस्य आनो भज बर्हिषि जीवशंसे यूयं पात स्वस्तिभिः सदा नः अस्मे रुद्रा मेहना पर्वतासो वृत्रहत्ये भरहूतौ सजोषाः यः शंसते स्तुवते धायि वज्र इन्द्रज्येष्ठा अस्मा अवन्तु देवाः प्रगातः काण्वः देवाः तिष्ठुपुगान्धारः त्वमग्ने रुद्रो असुरो महो दिवस्त्वं शर्धो मारुतं वृक्ष ईशिषे त्वं वातैररुणैर्यासि शङ्गयस्त्वं पूषा विदतः पासि नुत्मना आङ्गिरसः शौनहोत्रो भार्गवो गृत्समदः अग्निः भुरिक्तृष्टुप् दैवतः आवो राजानमध्वरस्य रुद्रं होतारं सत्ययजं रोदस्योः अग्निं पुरातनयित्नो रचित्ताधिरण्यरूपमवसे कृणुध्वं वामदेवः अग्निः निःसृत्रिष्टुप् तव श्रिये मरुतो मर्जयन्तरुद्रयत्ते जनिमचारुचित्रम् पदं यद्विष्णोरुपमं निधायितेन पासि गुह्यं नामगो नाम वसुश्रुत आत्रेयः अग्निः निःसृत्रिष्टुप् दैवतः भुवनस्य पितरं गीर्भिराभिरुद्रं दिवा वर्धया रुद्रमक्तौ बृहन्तं मृष्वमजरं सुषुम्न मृधग्भुवेम कविनेशितासः रुजिष्वाह विश्वे देवाः त्रिष्टुप दैवतः तमोष्टु यस्विशुस्वदन्वायो विश्वस्य क्षेदिवेशजस्य यक्ष्वामहे मनसाय रुद्रं नमोभिर्देवमसुरन्धुवस्य दुवस्य अग्निः विश्वे देवाः निःसृत्तृष्टुप् दैवतः अयं मे हस्तो भगवान् अयं मे भगवत्तरः अयं मे विश्वभेषजोऽयगं शिवाभिमर्शनः बन्ध्वादयो गोपायनाः हस्तः निःसृत् अनुष्टुप गान्धारः त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् वसिष्ठः रुद्रः अनुष्टुप गान्धारः अथ शान्तिपाठमन्त्रः हरिः ओम् ॐ तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ईशानः सर्वविद्यानामीश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपतिर्ब्रह्मणोऽधिपतिर्ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवोम् ॐ शिवो नामासि स्वदितिस्ते पिता नमस्ते अस्तु मामाहिगुंसीः निवर्तयाम्यायुषेन्नाद्याय प्रजननाय रायस्पोषाय सुप्रजास्त्वाय सुवीर्याय ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर्दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुव ॐ द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिराप शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः शान्तिर्ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि ॐ सर्वेषां वा एष वेदानागं रसो यत्सामः सर्वेषामेवैनमेतत् वेदानागं रसेनाभिषिञ्चते ॐ शम्भवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः ॐ यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं च यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देव प्रसीद परमेश्वर ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अनेन श्रीरुद्राभिषेककर्मणा श्रीभवानीशङ्करमहारुद्राः प्रीयतान्न मम इति श्रीऋग्वेदीयपञ्चरुद्रं समाप्ता ॐ श्री सांब सदाशिवार्पणमस्तु अथ श्रीऋग्वेदीयपञ्चरुद्रं श्रीगणेशाय नमः गणपतिस्तुतिनिस्वरः ये सारा स्किप कर सकते हैं बिकॉज सेम थिंग these are all without the swara. We can go to the next one. शांति मंत्र भी हो गया. Yeah, we can end this. Let us see what we'll chant tomorrow. Rama Rama. Om Namo Narayanaya. Yes, friends, in our today's common sense thought, as just now said, we'll chant the mantra maybe 27 times or so. Ganapati mantra. This includes knowing the meaning of the mantra. This includes the japa. This includes the contemplation on the meaning of that mantra. That also includes the prarthana to that Ganapati Devata for our sadhana. And in total, this itself is a practical sadhana. As we study the Siddhanta theory every day, we just thought little of sadhana, at least of some power practice of concentration, etc. Let us do. in our class. So, the mantra today we will be chanting is first day, therefore, we thought of doing Ganapati mantra. Simple mantra, many of us know the meaning. Om, every devata is nothing but Brahman. The Brahman in Vedas is named as Om. Om tat sat iti nirdeshaha brahmanaha trividaha smrutaha. So whenever the Om is there, that is the Nirguna Parabrahma as well as Saguna Ishvara. From him alone all devatas, never any one of them are other than that Ishvara. All of them are that Ishvara only, to indicate to us that Om word is used. The variety of the Devata, Rupas, etc. are the luxury of sadhana, not limitation or the cause for any confusion. Many Devatas are not cause for confusion, but they are the luxury. That any Devata you can choose and many Devatas you can choose, but all of them are one Ishvara, one Brahman only. So Om Om Vakratunda Mahakaya. So when this is chanted, bring that Lord Ganapati's form in your heart. He is with that Vakratunda, the trunk is in that Vakra position. Mahakaya is in that huge bodied, bellied. Surya Koti Samaprabha, his Kanti Prabha is equivalent to Koti Surya, crores of Suryas. To indicate that the Ananta Koti Surya Mandalas are the Surya heading Saura Kutumbas. He is the one giving the Prabha, the Chetana, from where the rest everything else is following. So, करोड़ों सूर्यों के प्रभा वाले वक्रतुंड and Mahakaya, that Ganapati. And what are we praying to him after? With concentration, meditating on him and glorifying his Prabha as well as Sharira. Nirvignam kuru me deva. O Deva, Lord, nirvignam kuru me Bhashyam. For me, see to it that all the vignas are removed. Vigna rahita banado. Where do you want the freedom from the vignas? Sarva karyeshu and sarvada. Asarvada is always. In what? Sarva karyeshu. Now here is what? In this shloka, the most important word. It is not said sarva karmasu. It is said sarva karyeshu. Sarva karmasu means any of the work. Some of them may be non-positive too. Therefore, to avoid that, the one who has given us this mantra very intelligently used the word sarva karyeshu. In all karya. Karya means those which are our duties. The kartavyas. Kartavya, karaniya, karya. All the three have same meaning. So sarva karyeshu nirvignam kuru. Only in my karya, the duties which I am supposed to do, remove the vignas. Therefore, which are not the karya, which are not to be done, which are in the destructive manner, for me and the society, you put so many vignas in them that I totally refrain from them. And in the karya which I have to do, O Lord, remove all the vignas. Sarvada. So karyas are, Swadharma is our karya. Punya karmas are our karya. Upasanas are our karya. Antakarana and Sharira Mana Indriyadi Niyantranas are our karya. Bhagavad Aradhana and Arpana are our karya. Guru Shushrusha and from the Guru, listening to Upanishads is our karya. After listening, contemplating, meditating on them and realizing the self is our karya. So in all these karyas, always see to it that there are no vignas. The outer vignas are Adi Bhautika, Adi Devika vignas. Vighna, the obstruction. The inner vignas are whether it is the ill health of the body or the disturbance in the mind or energylessness. So, whatever the vignas that are there, please remove all of them. Also, bless me to be intelligent enough to see that I don't allow any vignas to happen by my mistake. So, the moment when you chant Vakratunda Mahakaya, the Ganapati's form should happen in our heart. Surya Koti Samaprabha, his Prabha Kanti resplendent and equivalent to crores of Suryas. And you can extend your offering of flowers at his feet, doing pranam, etc. And the prarthana is, He Deva Sada Sarvada Sarva Karyeshu Me Karyeshu Mama Karyeshu Nirvignam Kuru. When I am involving in all my duties, let none of the outer and inner vignas disturb me. Okay, so don't worry about the number of chantings, counting. We don't worry about it. As much as we want to chant, we will chant till we are satisfied. Start. ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. The common sense thought is we should know what are our karyas to be done. Also, we must know that the vignas can come from outside of whatever the sort. The Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandhatmaka Jagat can bring any disturbances. From within, also, so many vignas which we know, the ill health of the body, the disturbances of the mind, then the continuous arrival of the vasanas in the form of the thoughts, forgetfulness, etc. Tamoguna, Rajoguna, they are all the vignas. By taking the help of the Lord through our prayers and when He blesses us, we also have to work on with the given knowledge, awareness, wisdom in removing the obstacles. Spiritual journey is like the path is in front of us, but full of stones, pebbles, and thorns. We only have to clear that path. We only have to place the red carpet there, and we ourselves have to walk on that path laid by us to the destination, to the goal. Because this journey is within us, who else can enter to remove the thorns and pebbles? Nobody can enter to remove my own obstacles on my path of these stones and pebbles and thorns, shrubs, etc., bushes, of all the samsarikata, vyavaharikata. I only have to make the red carpet of clear understanding about the goal to be reached, and then the things that are to be done outside, inside. And doing them also is my job. Who else can travel the spiritual journey for me? Nobody else. Our single pointed, concentrated, full of faith and trust prayers to the Lord in any of the forms with the full Shraddha when we do definitely invokes His grace. The grace, as we saw yesterday, is in the form of the knowledge, in the form of understanding, in the form of wisdom. That knowledge that is given to us, it is we who have to utilize it to remove the obstacles on the path, to make the path neat, clean, and to walk on that path relentlessly till we reach. Again, it's not once that the path is made and we can reach destination. On the made path, little distance we travel, again the obstacles will come. That also has to be removed. Again, we have to make the path, again travel in it. Like in India, everywhere in the world, every year some 100 or 1,000 kilometers of roads are laid, and in that roads, the public, the praja, they start traveling. Is a, maybe a road or railway tracks or the एयरपोर्ट्स एटसेट्रा नया नया बनते हैं और आवाजाही होता है. Same way, in our spirituality also, towards the ultimate truth, continuously we have to lay the roads and we have to keep on traveling. When we pray to the Lord, Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu, certainly His blessings will come. Om, Om, Om. ॐ सहनाववतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वम् ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यम् ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानाम् ॐ भवयेव भवानिति मे नितराम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदम् ॐ परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः. सङ्कल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तिविश्वाध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां निरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्राध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुघ्नशाश्वतसमूलनिर्मूलनपूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायामागतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थं कृष्णयजुर्वेदीयश्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशङ्करभाष्यसमेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ॐ नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहं. पारायणम् अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः. Let us chant from the mantra 17, 18, 19. Three mantras only we chant. Om Esha Devo Vishwa Karma Mahatma Sada Jananam Hridaye Sannivishtaha Hridamanisha Manasabhikluptaha Ya Etad Viduramrutaste Bhavante यदा तमस्तन्न दिवानरात्रिः न सन्न चासन् शिव एव केवलः तदक्षरं तत् सवितुर्वरेण्यं प्रज्ञा च तस्मात् प्रसृता पुराणे नैनमूर्ध्वं न तिर्यं च न मध्ये परिजग्रभत न तस्य प्रतिमा अस्ति यस्य नाम महत् यशः. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. अथ पञ्चमोऽध्यायः. ॐ गुणान्वयो यः फलकर्मकर्ता कृतस्य तस्यैव स चोपभोक्ता स विश्वरूपस्त्रिगुणस्त्रिवर्त्मा प्राणादिवः सञ्चरति स्वकर्मभिः. These are the 8 indications for us to know what is Jiva, who is Jiva. Jiva is an anubhuti. Jiva is a bhava which need not be there. When it is there, the real self is hidden. In the Jiva bhava only there is samsara. In the Atma anubhava there is moksha. So in this Jiva bhava, Jiva is gunanvitaha. He is endowed with the vasanas of karma and jnana. Then second one is Phala karma karta. Because of those vasanas, there are desires in him. To obtain, possess those desires as the phala, he becomes the karta of the karma. So, in that, the planning aspect, the resource gathering aspect, the execution of the karma, all of them have to be added. Jiva becomes busy in all this. You and I. Then, once the karmas are done, the phalas will come. So, krutasya tasya eva sacha upabhokta. He is the one who is the upabhokta, the experiencer of the various phalas of that karma. He alone becomes the bhokta. Final bhoga of any karma phala is sukha rupena or dukkha rupena. And in that sukha and dukkha, there will be gradation. The highest, maximum, most sukha, or the lowest, very trivial sukha. So, if the karma done is of bhayankara papa rupa, then the dukkha anubhuti is also of the highest grade. If not, very small dukkha anubhuti. Phala. You know, like a criminal does a crime, a very small crime of थोड़ा सा छुटमुट चोरी किया मानो, तो दो चार डंडे मार के उसको जुर्माना लगा के 4 दिन जेल में लगा कर छोड़ देते. But if he has done a big crime, you know, of the killing someone, etc., then the if it is proved, he will be even given that capital punishment also, or the lifelong in the jail. So that is the meaning of Krutasya tasyeva sacha upabhokta. Then those anubhavas of sukha and dukkha, which are the phala of the karma, can come through the medium or nimitta of any of the vastus, any of the vyaktis, any of the paristhiti happenings in the world. The vastus are the shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. They give sukha and dukkha. You know, a very sweet item you are eating, it is giving sukha. Or you are eating dal sabji, suddenly in the dal the mirchi came. So you have bitten that mirchi. Then hold the mouth with that pungency. There is a dukkha anubhuti for some time. That's how through that vastu the sukha dukkha came. So too through the vyaktis the sukha dukkha comes. Some people serve us, help us, give us the love. You understand? Through that we become sukhi. There are other people who insult us, humiliate us, trouble us. So through the people also we get the dukkha. Sometimes same person can in different times give sukha and dukkha. Same object also can give sukha and dukkha. As our car traveling gives sukha, but when it breaks down, it gives dukkha in the center of the road somewhere. Isn't it? Same object, same person who gives sukha can give dukkha also, or becomes the means for us to get the dukkha, which is our own karma. Then the paristhithis are the anukula and pratikula paristhithis. When the weather is so beautiful, that gives sukha. That's a paristhiti, outer atmosphere. When it is too hot, unbearable, then that is dukkha. Or too cold, -5 degrees temperature, isn't it? So to a pleasant raining, so sukha, but very heavy rains, ओले पड़ रहे हैं, thunderstorms हो रहे हैं, cloud burst हुआ. See that dukkha that paristhiti is bringing every year all over the world to all the countries. Nowadays, the prakriti prakopa responds to our not respecting the prakriti we see. Like that, the cyclone prakriti, that's the paristhiti, or the landslide paristhiti, or suddenly untoward, unexpected, the riots that happen, you know, the the vehicular accidents that happen. Suddenly that dukkha comes. Fire टूट गयो. Gone for the temple darshan only, but stampede happened. है ना, pilgrimage के लिए गए हैं, है ना, that Vaishno Devi you can see last month or few days back. So the various paristhithis become nimitta, vyaktis become nimitta, vastus become nimitta to get us the sukha and dukkha as the final result of our karmas done in different matras. And nothing remains permanent. Biggest dukkha also will not stay. It will go. It may kill us, but it goes. We will be born again. It will continue the journey. So, Krutasya tasya eva such a upabhokta, that experiencer is jiva. And those experiences happen through the dehendriya, adi upadhi, and mainly in the mana, the sukha dukkha are experienced. Sukha dukkha, the anubhutis happen in our mind. Pain happens in the body, but dukkha happens in the mind. Pain may happen in the senses, but dukkha happens in the mana. Pain may happen in the intellect or ego, but the dukkha happens in the mind. The seat of sukha dukkha is mind only. Correct? Think about it. So, krutasya tasyeva sacha upabhokta. Third one was sa vishwarupaha. The jiva alone takes different rupas of the various shariras, again to go through the karma phalas. He can be Unt in one life, he can be owl in another life. Vishwarupa. So Pashurupa, Pakshirupa, Vanaspati Rupa, Manushya Rupa. He can take continuously 100 human lives he may get, or 100 Pashu yonis we may get, or 100 times different trees we become, or we may become Pakshi. That means Vishwarupa, the Jiva. See, when this information is received, you know, we can have a little fear also of not doing bad, and also we know this is not final, the journey will continue. Aneka Sharira, Aneka Rupa we go on getting. Vishwarupa, then three gunaha. This Jiva has his Antakarana. Antakarana is made up of the Maya. Maya is made up of three gunas. Therefore, those three gunas are there in the Antakarana of this Jiva. Even the Sharira also is made up of the Trigunasmika Prakriti. In the Sharira also, the Trigunas can come. Tamasika Sharira. Some people are lazy throughout life. Rajasika Sharira. Some people cannot stay one place. Keep on. Some are in Sattva Guna Sharira. Nor running like a Rajoguni, nor sleepy like Tamaguni, but Sattvic, using the body for different activities and are able to sit for hours together without any pain for the upasanas, the japa, the dhyana, adhyayana, ityadi. Sattvic Sharir. No pain at all. No restlessness inside to get up and get out. शरीर को भागने का मन होता है, मन को भी भागने का मन होता है, इंद्रियों को भी भागने का. That's rajoguna. All of the three can be lazy. That is tamoguna. बुद्धि कुछ सोच नहीं रही है. Man has no senti emotions. Sense organs also ठप, and the body is like a stone. All of them can be sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. Rajoguna may be the intellect can run to think, to understand. The mind can run in its various emotions, gurgling. The senses can run from one object to the other. The body also can bhago. सुबह उठते ही. So, Trigunaha. Paramatma is Gunatit. Paramatma is कर्म फल भोक्ता नहीं है. He is the कर्म कर्ता भी नहीं है. He has no vasanas. We also can drop all of them and reach to that Paramatma sthiti. That is the whole story, whole journey. Trigunaha. Then, because of these three gunas and gunanvitata and karma karta, because of the vasanas and gunas and karmas done by him, Trivartma, he finds himself traveling in three paths to reach to three destinations. You know, if he is having the sattvic vasanas and he has got the sattva guna, and if he has done the sattva karma, he will go in the devayana. Right? If his vasanas, guna and karma are rajoguni, he will be in the manushya yoni. If they are tamasic, of negative nature, vasanas भी तमोगुण भी है, कर्म भी वैसा ही किया है, he will go to the pashu pakshi adi yoni. So too, if he is sattva guna, he will gain the jnana. If it is rajoguna, he will do the dharma. If it is tamoguna, he will do the adharma. So jnana, dharma, adharma also trivartma, three paths in which he travels. The jiva, you and I. These are three possibilities to him, and he has got the choice to change from one to the other. The freedom is given. Isn't it? From the Shuddha Sattvic karma to the Rajasic and Tamasic also you can see many jivas have shifted. And there are some intelligent people having thought well, shifted themselves from the Tamasic, Rajasic into the Sattvic. So you and I as a jiva have that freedom to shift from one guna to the other, one vasana to the other, one vartma path to the other, one loka to the other, and one dukkha to the sukha. If freedom is not there, then karo karke, the Shastras would have not given us those lot lakaras. Means do karke, the kartavyata they would have not given. The fact that they are telling do means it can be done. So work on one by one thing. If I am tamasic, try to come to rajasic, then come to the sattvic. So if my vasanas also are tamasic, bring them to rajasic and from them to the sattvic. So if my karmas are all tamasic rajasic, usko sattvic banao. Then our vartma will be daiviya vartma. Then we will go to the sargadi and then their phalabhoga will be of sukha ityadi. Any of the lokas we will go and have sukha. Okay. If the tattva jnana is there in our samskaras, in our antakarana, if our job is always to contemplate on that, you and I as Jiva, as a follow of this prayatna, while realizing the tattva, will come out of our Jiva bhava, which was a bondage. बाय साइड उसको भी सुन लेना. ये श्लोक पढ़ने के समय जिसमें about the Jiva is explained, know that these explanations about Jiva alone are cause of bondage. Bondage is continuing to be a Jiva. When they are changed, one can become or recognize his essential self, in which there is no this samsara. जान लो, सुन लो, करना है या ना करना है अपनी मर्जी. And become conscious that all that is spoken about our own selves. Spiritual knowledge is real knowledge. Spiritual sadhana is real. Spiritual listening is real only when it is subjectified, when it is related, correlated to our own selves. Right? In this way, pranadhipaha, for all the movement activities, the prana shakti is required. Therefore, he is provided with that. And with the above all the doing, samcharati. He goes on doing the sanchara. And where he does the sanchara, that's what just now we said, swakarma bihi. My own, my karmas, I am defining my own next place of destination. So kaihi sancharati, swakarma bihi sancharati. In that swakarma bihi sancharati, the important point is it is my own karmas that are the hetu for me, for my sanchara from one place to the other, swakarma. Nobody else is the hetu. Therefore, neither blame others nor depend on others. I know my sanchara is to some place. Don't blame somebody कि किसी के कारण मैं वहां गया. So too, I want to do the sanchara in some positive place. Don't depend on others. You have to travel yourself. Swakarma vihi sanchara. So therefore, every moment we have to be aware of our karma. Knowing fully well which karma takes me my sanchara to where. Samsara means moving from one place to other. So then, knowingly, unknowingly, arrogantly, inadvertently, foolishly, if we do the karmas rajasic and tamasic, our samchara will be in those zones only. Even though it is very tough, difficult, and it demands lot of sacrifices, and yet if we are slowly starting to become habitual in doing sattvika karma, our samchara will be in that arena or area. Sancharate swakarma, isn't it? So imagine next 5 lives, my sanchara should be always with the rishis, with the gurus, with the mahatmas, and in those places where everything is convenient, conducive only for adhyatmic sadhana. Imagine if that is wanted, then it depends on your swakarma. Swakarma means sanchara, isn't it? So to always the sanchara is in such type of people who are bhogasakt. Next 5 lives of mine should be with all the bhogis, enjoying, indulging in all the शब्द स्पर्श रूप रसगंध आदि भोग वस्तु. तो फिर वो कर्म करो, या वो कर्म करोगे तो संचार विल बी देयर. So too, we have to be in, if you want for next 5 lives, only doing nothing, sleeping, no performance, extreme lazy, lethargic. Then तमोगुणी रह जाओ, फिर वो वहां संचार हमारा होगा. Inasmuch right now, in whichever the position we are, to this place of sanchara we came because of our own earlier swakarma. Nobody were the cause. देखो, if we allow this thought to sink deeply, from where it springs out the inspiration and initiative that I shall change my destiny. It is said it is in my hands, and I'm fully convinced about it. Let me pursue those who can guide me fully well. And having taken the guidance, let me work on myself to change my karmas from the non-positive to the positive, so that my samchara also definitely the positive. And that aggression has to come from within to take initiative to define and reach our own destination. The human being has got that. That's the meaning of all this saying. And that's the purpose. एंड दैट आइडिया ऑफ ढीला डाला रहना कि मैं ऐसे कुछ नहीं हो सकता और कुछ आकर मेरे लिए कुछ करें, these are all not worthy, not correct. They won't help. They never helped anyone. Whether in the worldly parlance also, such people have impotency non performance. Through some reservations, they may get some position, but they won't excel. Actually, and whoever have excelled, whoever have achieved, it is their aggressive initiative, good or bad. You know, even in the bad also there are gradations. A person is highly bad, such a big leader of the entire terrorist group on Swakarma bhi. It is he who took initiative and mobilized the people. अब उनका डायनामिज्म देखो कि 10 करोड़ लोग उनकी बात सुन रहे हैं. Isn't it? See that power of that person. He's getting them in negative, but so many is commending. There's another fellow, he's bad, but nobody will support him. He only will have to do little bad. Good भी वैसा ही. There's somebody who can command again crores in doing positive. Other fellow बस अपने लेवल पे एक आध काम पॉजिटिव कर सकता है. Knowing this, we should also know in the positive direction, increasing our ability and performance is our goal. That स्वकर्म जितना करते हैं हम उतना हम संचार करते हैं. स्वकर्म भी संचार. Therefore, every kayika karma, the bodily action, vachika karma, the vocal action, the manasika karma, the mental action, are paving our path for that particular sanchara. At this moment, maybe I am in full lethargic, lazy state in all our my personality layers. Realize it, recognize it, don't justify it, then slowly, steadily come out of it. That's why sadhana is so tough. Listening is very easy. You and I are listening, you are studying. बट इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ा क्योंकि इसे इन्फॉर्मेशन है ना. हाउ टू कुक फूड इफ यू नो you won't feel your hunger is not removed. Knowing how to cook is easy, yeah, but cooking is important. That is difficult. Then only the hunger will be removed. We are only in the theory class, ना. प्रैक्टिकली करने के समय हमारा औकात क्या है we will know. That is why the sadhana is tough. And consistently it has to be done for three things. One, not to fall down to earlier place. Two, to maintain what we have achieved. Three, to reach to the next higher level. Even in the outer world, a person who has become lakpati hai, 10 lakh ho gaya. He'll have to work for all the three. He should not fall from the 10 lakhs to 4 lakhs. He should maintain his 10 and he should aim at 20 lakhs. It's a continuous effort. For that type of inspiration, that type of preparedness in the mind, readiness, that I'll always be the performer. That's the meaning of Charaiveti, Charaiveti, Charaiveti. That's the meaning of Ramakaju Kine Bino Mohi Kaha Vishram. Chara Eva Iti means keep on moving, moving, that's it. The one who is moving, he is crossing distances. He is covering lot of distances. His journey is taking him to various destinations. You see, even in the enjoying world also people, there are some people by the 50 or 45, they have already traveled to 30 countries for their, what do you call, picnic, etc. with family. पैसे कमाए हर 6 महीने में घूम रहे. कौन से देश आप गए हो घूमने? He will give a list of European countries, Asiatic, all he will tell. And we, such a lazy fellow, we go to next गांव में भी नहीं जाते. It's only laziness in that particular field. And don't justify it. No, मैं कहीं नहीं जाता, स्वामी चागट भीतर 3 लोग हैं, मैं सब मेरे अंदर देखता, ऐसा बकवास है. वो जस्टिफाई करने के लिए बोल रहा है लेजी फेलो. संचरति स्वकर्म भी is a beautiful inspiration, है ना? And remember, each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest the divinity. And to make that goal happen, we have to work hard. That working hard is called आध्यात्मिक साधना. वो सोचने से नहीं होता, करने से होता. सोचने से समझ में आना आता है, बट उससे फायदे का बात नहीं बनता. करना है. Meditation, by knowing the meditation won't happen. By doing it will happen. Japa, by knowing japa, japa will not happen. You have to do. Upasana, by knowing upasana, upasana will not happen. Do. By knowing contemplation, contemplation will not happen. We have to do the contemplation. By knowing karma yoga won't happen. वहाँ करना होता है. Only the self there, knowing itself is doing and knowing itself is being. Because that is about myself. That's the final. But for it to happen, it's only doing, doing, doing. इसलिए भगवान शंकर was very careful in Gita Bhashyam that even वापि कूपतटागादिस्थानीयमपि कर्म कर्तव्यम्. कर्मण्येव अधिकारः ते. And the substantiation is the fourth line. Ma te sangostu akarmani. May you have no attachment to non-performance. Karma karte raho. And what Bhagavan Shankara says through karma, the moksha will not come. What he means is, the moksha is Atma Swarupa, which I am already. Karma gives the gross outer karma phalas of Shabda Sparsha Rupa Sagandha. In that way he says that karma cannot give moksha. But the sadhana karma gives moksha, that we have to do anyway. The discrimination, the differentiation between what is said by the Guru in different contexts, we have to have the wisdom to catch it. Correct? Now let us come to the mantra number 8. अंगुष्ठमात्रो रवितुल्यरूपः संकल्पाहंकारसमन्वितो यः बुद्धेर्गुणेनात्मगुणेन चैव आराग्रमात्रो हि अपरोऽपि दृष्टः. Aparaha, other than that Brahman, Dushtaha, he is felt, he is seen. Yes, out of ignorance, but as long as the ignorance continues, this Jiva Anubhuti is experienced. When the self is known, this Jiva gets dismantled in his reality. So, see, the same Jiva is Angushta Matraha. He is the thumbs up brand, he is thumbs up size. Remember, our Jiva is thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs, thumbs up. One thumb only. Ravitulya Rupaha is like Bhagavan Surya, self-effulgent. Sankalpa Samanvitaha, Ahankara Samanvitaha, Buddhir Gunena. The gunas of the Antakarana, such as Sankalpa and Ahankara, he is endowed with. The Lakshanas of that Antakarana, he takes them to be his own. Then Atma Gunena cha eva, again he identifies with the gunas. Here Atma means Sharira. The pure Atma has no gunas, no? It is a gunatita nirguna. Just Swarupa Lakshanas are there. Satyam Jnanam Ananta. That is the nearest explanation about the self compared to the other things. In contrast with the Asat is called as Sat. In contrast with the Jada is called as Chaitanya. In contrast with the Santa and full is called as Ananta. Only to reject the Asatya, Santa and then Jada, that Paramatma is told like. By rejecting this, when we reach him, these words also are not required there in that Anubhuti. क्योंकि सत्यम कहते हो तो you have to accept the satyam, then only satyam has a meaning, है ना? Jnanam is a meaning when there is Chaitan Jadam. So too Anantam is a word when it has meaning when there is the Santa. Like if you say somebody is tall, it is meaningful only when there is something in opposite to that this short. Short. जगत में एक कहते हो तो उसका ऑपोजिट है तभी इसको कह सकते हैं. If you say somebody is black, you have to say that there is somebody white. Therefore, Satyam Jnanam Anantam are to reject the Asatyam, Jadam and Santam. That's all. The Brahman is not even Satyam Jnanam Anantam in his experience. Not even means he cannot be put in any of these definitional words where there is a possibility of the opposite. He is Ekameva Advayam. That's why in some of the Upanishadic mantras you see that directly about Paramatma, it is never not told and you are ढूंढing भैया कहाँ बताया परमात्मा के बारे में यार नहीं बता सकते. That is the meaning of that. He is only told indicated with some sarvanama. But what is he is not told because you cannot talk about him. He is only an experience. Anyway, so Angushtamatra Ravitulya Rupaha Sankalpahankara Sanmaitoyaha Buddhir Gunena, then Atma Gunena Chaiva, then Aragramatraha. Aragramatra. Aragra. Let it be hunter or any rod. And toward the end, there is sharp nails are put. Thorns or nails or sui vagar. That's called Ara. The end portion of that is called Agravag. So subtlest, like sui ke kone ki tara, nok ki tara, aragramatraha. And is aparaha is other than the Brahman. Drushtaha, you are experiencing what to say. Because you are experiencing, we have to accept him. But he need not be true or real or permanent. He can be transcended. That's what the entire cinema of the spirituality. And this mantra, Bhagavan Shankara's Bhashya is very good. We'll meet tomorrow to study. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamida Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Namaha Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Now join for Gita for concluding 47th mantra and do the 40 Hari Om.